Hello everyone. In this video, we will be demonstrating how our feasibility checker app works. Okay, this is the home screen for the app. And on the home screen, there are two buttons, the launch app button and the about button. When you click the about button, this pop-up box appears. And in this pop-up box, we have the names of the developer of this app and our group number. And it talks about the importance of knowing the feasibility of a reaction. And this is important because not every reaction that looks possible on paper actually happens. And by checking feasibility using thermodynamics, we know whether a reaction is spontaneous under given conditions. And this helps to save time because in industry or labs, trying to force a non-feasible reaction wastes energy, materials, and costs. And knowing feasibility beforehand avoids unnecessary experiments. Okay, now let's get into the actual app. When you click the launch app button, this is the interface of the app. Over here, this is the input section where you can choose your reactants and your this thing from a dialog pop-up box. So you just choose whatever reactant you want, and you can also change the mole number. And also over here in the reactant number and product number section, you can change the number of reactants you are dealing with based on whatever your reaction is. Okay, so let's try a reaction. Let's try something. Uh, Carbon monoxide and let's choose oxygen. Carbon monoxide combined with oxygen. 1 mole of 2 moles of this. 1 mole of this. With going to form carbon dioxide. Say 2 moles of carbon dioxide. Okay, 2 moles. After that, you press insert. So you see these values, they are thermodynamic values, and each values are specific to each substance. Each chemical species has its own unique thermodynamic properties, reflecting its molecular structure and behavior with temperature. So as you can see, you have the temperature here. So you can also vary the temperature by changing whatever values and pressing insert. And you see when we did that, the heat capacity at constant pressure value change because it varies with temperature. But let's choose 298 for this. And press insert. Then over here, this is where we are going to compute it. Over here, this is where we are going to determine whether the reaction is feasible or not. So when you click compute, you see since the change in Gibbs free energy is negative, it's less than zero, it is a feasible reaction, which means that it's spontaneous. Okay, now let's try another reaction. Let's try nitrogen with oxygen. See 1 mole of each going to form this hydrogen oxide, 2 moles of this. Then go over the process again, insert, the values get inputted, then once again we compute. But as you can see for this reaction was not feasible because the Gibbs free energy change was above zero, was greater than zero, which means it's a non-spontaneous reaction, which means it's not feasible. Okay, this is it for the app. This is how it is and everything. Thank you all for watching.